Hello, Mayor Finn. How are you doing? No, I didn't call to apologize. I'm calling to urge you to seek medical attention. A CAT scanner, maybe. Because you might be more seriously injured than you originally thought, and it's my job to make sure you check yourself out with the doctor. So call one, okay? And for the record, go to hell for firing my husband.
You feel better?
Yeah, I do.
I can't believe that you think that I would make up some story just to ruin your wedding. I am so sorry. It's just that when you didn't have any proof that John was Liam's father...
You gotta admit, Jess, that story was pretty hard to believe. Especially the part about Tina's dog.
Yeah, and then... Turns out the dog really did have the paternity test, and then Tina shows up at the wedding and tells everyone, and that's when Brody finally admitted. And that's when I found out that he'd been hiding the truth. Brody was a big reason why I waited so long to say anything. I was afraid that it would destroy him if he found out that Liam wasn't his son. Well, it turns out he's known for months. I can't believe it. And then to take Liam and run, you know. I just feel like maybe he snapped, you know, like when he thought he was going to lose Shane. So what happened? How did you finally get Liam back? Just gave up.
Uncle Clint just put one grandkid down for a nap. Now he's got to deal with the grandkid who needs him most of all.
Hey, Shane. Something bothering you, kiddo?
No.
You sure? Kind of looks like there is.
It's just Roxy.
Roxy? What about her?
She lied to me. She told me that my dad went to Brazil to help find Liam. And she keeps trying to tell me that. But the last time that my dad went on a trip, it was because of my mom. Because he wanted to find her or something.
Oh, and you think the same thing is happening this time?
Yeah. It's like he can't let her go or something.
Well, Shane, we Buchanans are stubborn. And sometimes that's a good thing. Other times it's not.
You could say that again.
When John and I found him, I think he knew it was over. And where is he now? Is he in jail? No. Can't file any charges, not until he's had a full psychological evaluation. So right now he's at St. Anne's.
You see, when you love someone as much as Rex loved your mother, and you lose them, take it from me, you can go a little crazy. And you want to hold on to anything and everything that'll keep that person alive.
So, what? Is he gonna do this forever?
Well, all I can tell you is grief is a process, and you kind of have to find your way through it. But yes, eventually we do come out the other side.
I hope so. I miss her too. A lot.
Yeah, I know you do. You see, you two are trying to find your way through this. But you're drawing, I bet that helped.
You know about my drawing?
Well, yeah, of course I do. Think I haven't been paying attention?
Since when?
No joke. You didn't even acknowledge Shane was your grandson for like a year.
Yeah, well, I had that coming. Shane, I think it's time that I tell you how sorry I am.
You don't have to.
That's where you're wrong. Now, these days I have to do things differently. That's part of having a new heart. That is, if you got a good one. And your mother's just as good as they get.
So, speaking of apologies, looks like Jessica hasn't totally accepted Natalie's.
Hey, you okay?
No.
Listen, for what it's worth, I think that Natalie's really sorry.
Well, Brody's the one that I'm worried about. You know, I knew that he would be destroyed when he found out that Liam wasn't his son, but oh my God. It's back in St. Anne's. And that's where we met 3 years ago on Thanksgiving.
Not exactly the best holiday atmosphere.
And they try, you know, there's a dinner and decorations, but somehow it just makes it worse.
Hey, Jess, if you want to go see him, it's okay. Hey, Nigel, I meant to ask you, how you feeling after that crack in the head?
Oh, my head is in much better shape than my conscience. How I could have allowed Officer Lovett to abscond with this child.
Nige, you did the best that you could.
Yeah, don't do that to yourself. You're a champ.
You're most gracious. Excuse me, I need to make sure the table is in order.
Okay.
Uh-oh. John's alone with Roxy? How long before she starts in on him about Natalie?
You see that kid?
Yeah, I see him, Rox.
It's just the spitting image of his old dad. And look at the way that he's looking at you. It's like you hung the moon, the stars, and the whole enchilada. He knows his daddy when he sees him.
Wait, is she really not going to say anything about Natalie?
I was just wondering how Natty looked when you said those 3 little words.
What words?
Seriously, John? You're pretending you don't know what she's talking about?
You know, when you told her that you loved her, that you never stopped, and you should have told her sooner?
I'm pretty sure that's more than 3 words, Rox.
Well, who cares? What did she do after you said that you loved her?
I didn't tell her.
Well, are you gonna?